So there's this viral video making the rounds, and it's promising a drink that can totally transform your body in just a few days. But what's actually in it? And does the logic they present really hold up? Today, we're going to break this whole recipe down, piece by piece, claim by claim, and see what's really going on behind all the hype.
And this is the line that just stops you mid-scroll, right? It's super dramatic, maybe a little shocking, and it promises this, visible result in only 2 days. It's the kind of hook that just makes you think, wait, how is that even possible? Okay, so let's get into it. What is the big secret? The recipe is really broken down into 2 main parts, what they call a cleansing base and then an enzyme boost. We're going to start with the foundation. So the whole process kicks off by creating this cleansing base. It's basically a fancy infused water. You boil 3 key ingredients together to supposedly unlock all their powerful properties. First up is an ingredient we all know, a real wellness staple, the lemon. But according to this video, its role here is super specific. They argue it's just packed with these things they call fat-burning enzymes. So the whole idea they're presenting is that these enzymes basically jumpstart your metabolism, making it way easier for your body to break down and get rid of stored fat. Next up in the base is lemongrass. The creator of the video describes this one as a really powerful cleansing agent. The thinking here is that it basically acts as a purifier for your whole system. Apparently, it's supposed to clear out any bacteria that could be slowing your metabolism down, and then it flushes out toxins. The video even says, hey, you'll know it's working because you'll be, going to the bathroom more often. And the final piece of this cleansing trio is ginger. It was chosen for what the video calls its thermogenic properties, which is just a fancy way of saying it heats things up. So according to the source, this internal heat is meant to give your metabolic rate a serious boost, forcing your body to burn fat faster. Plus, its anti-inflammatory properties are supposed to help with bloating. Now, making the base itself, it's incredibly simple. You just throw the sliced lemon, lemongrass, and ginger into a pot with about 6 cups of water. You bring it to a boil for just 1 minute, then you kill the heat and let it cool down and infuse. Once it's cool, you just strain it and set that liquid aside. Okay, so our base is ready. Now we move on to part 2, the so-called enzyme boost. This is the blended part that the creator claims has the most critical metabolism-boosting ingredient of all.
And the star of the second act? The apple. The video says it's the real key to the whole thing because of a very specific enzyme it calls beta-lectin. Okay, now here's the most crucial and I think most interesting claim of the whole recipe. The source argues that this beta-tectin is the magic bullet for rapidly breaking down fats and toxins. It's really worth pointing out that beta-tectin doesn't seem to be a real scientific term, but it is absolutely central to how this video explains the drink's power.
And the final fresh ingredient to join the party is cucumber. Its job isn't about enzymes, though. It's more about providing some fundamental support for the whole process. Yeah, the video pretty much explains that the cucumber's main job is just hydration. It's presented as being totally essential for all these fat-burning processes to work the way they're supposed to. Like the water that helps an engine run smoothly.
And making this juice part is just as easy. You just chop up the apple and cucumber, toss them in a blender with a cup of water, and then you just blend it all until it's a nice smooth liquid.
So now we have our 2 components, right? We've got the cooled, infused cleansing base, and we've got the freshly blended enzyme juice. The very last step is just putting them all together.
And to finish it all off, you just pour that blended juice right into the infused base, mix it all up in a big 2-liter jar, and boom, the drink is ready. But making the drink is really only half the battle. The video lays out some very, very specific rules for how you're supposed to use it if you want to get those promised results. The rules are pretty simple. You're meant to sip this drink all day long. But, and this is a big one, you're also told to avoid large meals and focus on eating in small portions. The creator is careful to call it portion control, not starvation. And on top of all that, you still have to drink at least 2 liters of plain water every day. And here it is, the ultimate promise. The video claims that if you follow all these rules, those enzymes are going to do all the heavy lifting for you, turning your body into this fat-burning machine, even while you're just kicking back and relaxing. And that really brings us to the heart of it all. This whole recipe pairs these simple, natural ingredients with a really compelling story about secret enzymes and internal cleansing. It offers this incredibly powerful story about a quick, effortless fix.
It really makes you wonder, beyond the ingredients themselves, is the real magic just how much we all love the idea of a simple solution?